The results are in. Anime Trending has released its Anime of the Year of 2024, and I've been eagerly anticipating this one. I typically really like the results that come out of their award ceremony. They get quite a pool of votes as well. I've had some of it spoiled for me because certain people wanted to let me know that certain people won, but I'm really happy with what I've seen so far. So I thought, like last time, just to kind of give more attention to other award ceremonies beside the Crunchyroll Shonen Awards, let's just dive right into it. I'm going to start with the genres this time around. Unlike the last one, I'm going to start with the genres. We're going to go through all the genres first, and we'll build our way up to the Anime of the Year itself. Starting things off with Action and Adventure Anime of the Year. Again, pretty good sample size here. I think this is upwards about 30,000 votes, but yes, obviously for Action Adventure, the top one is going to be Frieren Beyond Journey's End. That's not going to shock really anybody. No surprise to see dandadan that high. Again, really fantastic action series. Surprised to see Delicious in Dungeon over ReZero, but I guess ReZero doesn't really fit in the adventure category for a lot of people. But that's kind of a shocker to see that difference there. Again, technically not that big in votes difference, but Bleach doing pretty well as well. Solo Leveling, again, I wasn't a big fan of the first season, but for the action category, it definitely fits up there. Kaiju number 8, Wistoria, Konosuba, no. I mean, there's a lot of other shows that we could put in this list besides these ones, Mashal and Konosuba. I guess Action. I don't know. These ones are weird. These ones are kind of weird. I'm sorry. I don't agree with those ones. Moving on to Comedy of the Year, super subjective category. Let's see. And it definitely fits. The subjective category of comedy definitely showing with the actual results. We're like literally within points of each other here. But yeah, makeine, hell yeah. I support this 100%. Massively amazing show. I don't think I found a single episode of makeine to not make me laugh out loud at some point of it. At the same time, having some really great character moments in there as well. Really great writing in there. Want a second season, please? Konosuba right behind it. Again, I found the third season really hilarious, so I highly agree with this whole assessment here. Dandadan was hilarious as well. Mashal, again, comedy subjective, was not my cup of tea. Mashal did not work for me. I didn't even watch season 2, so maybe it get funnier. I don't know. Danger My Heart, no. I mean, it has funny moments in it, but Danger My Heart is more romance and drama, especially season 2. It has some really hilarious moments, though. I'm not going to deny that. I still technically laughed more in Danger My Heart season 2 than a lot of these other shows, so I'm not going to complain too much there. All you sometimes has your feeling, yeah. Yuki moments, all the Yuki moments, all the Masha moments, yeah, I'll definitely say that. Ram 1/2, yes, still crazy, awesome series, really enjoy it. Urusei Yatsura, I think at this point, getting into later parts of season 2, it started kind of falling off for me. I love Urusei Yatsura, but it is dated, and you do realize at some point they are repeating jokes. It's just that old style of comedy. You Are My Servant? No. There's like 2 funny parts. This is literally a trauma dump show. This is not a funny show, but again, comedy subjective. I can't really agree there, but there it is. Drama of the Year. This one will probably be very interesting for me. Sumisho. Y'all gave credit to Sumisho. My gosh, I don't think this is going to end up anywhere else. Sumisho is in a list. Hats off to y'all. Hats off to y'all. Anyways, Oshinoko is number 1. Definitely agree there. Really fan. Especially the second season. Getting really heavy on the drama. Getting into the characters. Everything that happened in the past. And my poor girl Ruby. Can we not leave the season on Ruby being in that state? I'm super mad about that. Days of My Stepsister. Awesome. I kind of want to have Days of My Stepsister above Oshinoko. I don't remember where I had it on my list, but Days of My Stepsister is definitely up there for a really impactful and heavy drama series, so I'm happy to see that get attention as well. Frieren Beyond Journey's End, that's a struggle for me because it's a lot to do with the fantasy adventure and all that kind of stuff, but I do acknowledge there is quite a lot of heavy drama moments, especially getting around especially Frieren herself and trying to overcome the fact that she's acknowledging what she lost out on. So I can see it up here, but at the same time, it's kind of a struggle for me. Apothecary Diaries, really awesome stuff here. I can kind of agree with this one as well. ReZero, sort of. I wouldn't put it in a drama category, but sort of. Sound Euphonium, happy to see that getting attention as well. It feels like a lot of people kind of skipped out on this third season. It's kind of got that fall off point for so many seasons. I thought season 3 was fantastic. Happy to see it here. Girls Band Cry. No, this isn't a drama. I'm gonna get in trouble. This isn't the melodrama category, so no. Girls Band Cry doesn't deserve to be in here. I'm just joking. I like Girls Band Cry. Seventh Loop. Yeah, the show was started out really good, but I wouldn't give it much attention outside of that. But I'm happy to see it get attention, I guess. Suma Show again. I think this should be up higher. Such a good show. Such a good show. So misunderstood, unfortunately. Bottom character, second season. I really didn't like the second half. First half is very melodrama-y, but I still like the series. I like the characters. I'm mixed on that one. Aoty, interesting. Interesting. I felt like I was the only one that watched that show. And apparently it kind of shows only 800 people watched it. I'm joking. Anyways, Fantasy of the Year. Obviously, it's going to be frieren. This isn't a shock to really anybody. ReZero right behind that. These two probably fighting it out like crazy. It's actually a pretty significant difference there. That's crazy. But yeah, love both of these. Totally worth it. I would definitely probably say frieren at number 1. Well, that's mainly because I didn't technically have ReZero in my runnings for last year because it wasn't ended yet. But so this is basically 8 episodes. Delicious Dungeon, again, I don't want to fight that one. That's fine. I like the series a lot, especially for the fantasy elements. Don't like the cooking. Cooking's too much. Seventh Loop, again, no, I would not give this much credit. I'm guessing the fans of anime trending, there's a passionate group there that loves Seventh Loop. I loved a lot of what that show was doing. I think I probably thoroughly enjoyed probably over half of it. The later part of it started kind of losing me a little bit, but I think it has a really nice concept there of basically 7 lives and 7 experiences. Konosuba, really awesome to see that up there. Mushoku Tensei deserves to be much higher. I'm sorry, this deserves to be much higher, especially season 2 part 2 was super good. Surprised that wasn't in the drama list. Anyways, Spice and Wolf, again, it doesn't seem like really anybody paid much attention to its return, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm wondering if a lot of people are waiting for, I mean, even though it's already gotten into stuff that wasn't adapted before with the later part of it, it really does feel like a lot of people may be waiting for the second season when we're going to get into a lot more new stuff that wasn't originally adapted. Wistoria, it's good. So leveling, Nier should be higher. Really love that series. Ragnar Crimson, I didn't finish it. Mystery and psychological, interesting category that I'm curious to see what they did here. ReZero, definitely. I won't argue with that one at all. Definitely heavy on the psychological stuff there, so that's great to see there. Apothecary Diaries, yes, well deserved. Oshinoko, well deserved. Monogatari series, people watched it. I made videos for it. I covered it, and it felt like crickets. Happy to see people paying attention to Monogatari series. I loved this part, especially around everything around Nadeko, because I love her to death. But yeah, I'm surprised to see this actually got attention. At least number 4, that's good. Shoshimen, I'm gonna make my same joke. Yeah, I'm not sure about a mystery about figuring out how somebody made cocoa with very limited silverware, but there you go. Hats off to you. That's great. Mysterious Appearances, that's surprising to see there. I actually really enjoyed the show. It had some down points, but Train of the End of the World. Thank you. Somebody else loved Train of the End of the World. If anything, just for the Ponzu zombies. That's all. Ron Kamanahashi, this was a good show. I'd never finished it, but it was a good show for what I watched. So Black Butler, I've never gotten to that one. So Romance of the Year. Yes. 1, 2, and 3. Yes. I agree. 100%. Danger in My Heart, number 1, easy, hands down, the best romance of the year. Eat it, Crunchyroll. Well, we're still waiting on Crunchyroll. We'll see if it gets any attention on Crunchyroll. But for now, we can enjoy the fact that it's been on here and it's been on the other list. So that's fantastic. Days of My Stepsister. This is a fascinating romance title to win this high because it's really one of those series where it's a struggle to say it's romance because it's a romance that doesn't want to be. These people are in love, but they don't want to get into it. They're avoiding it. They're actively avoiding it. And I think the way they're kind of portraying that is super good. So, makeine, Too Many Losing Heroines. I think easily just for the aspect of the broken hearts. I mean, obviously, when you see romance, you assume it's for the main character, but it's really for the romances of the characters and what they're dealing with and how that sort of is, he's trying to help them with that. And I think it does a really great job of kind of exploring each of these elements. So it definitely deserves it. Seventh Loop, again. And granted, I did like their chemistry, even though there's a little bit of a uncomfortableness of it every now and then. I do like their chemistry. I think they have a really solid chemistry between those two characters. So I won't argue with that one. Sign of Affection. Eh, it has its moments. It has its moments, but I'm not really a fan of it. It's its own flavor. It's its own flavor. Daily life, no. No, can't. No, I won't agree with that one, but harem, fun, I guess. Spice and Wolf definitely deserves to be higher. These two literally, Hollow and Lawrence have literally some of the best chemistry that you'll ever find anywhere. That deserves to be much higher. Again, I'm assuming that just nobody's watching it. Rom 1/2, solid. It's very rom-commy, but they are... With Rama, it's got a lot better build in the romance than most old school rom-coms, so I'll take that. Pseudo Harem, surprised that's not higher. Seemed like there was a passionate fandom behind that one. Sci-fi mecha anime of the year. Kaiju number 8. Yeah, for sci-fi, definitely deserved. Day Live, that's fine. Nier should be higher. I loved Nier way too much. That show was, especially that second part, was super freaking good. Gangai Online, sure. Go Geass, didn't watch it. Urusei Yatsura, yeah, definitely with that last part of it. Again, definitely. Demon Lord 2099, that deserves to be higher. I think that's a one that a lot of people missed out on. It's super good. Atari My Dear Moments, yeah, it's okay. Mecha Ude, nah. Sensuality Nor, didn't finish that one. Slice of Life, the most broad genre in the history of anime. Let's see what people chose as actually Slice of Life. Alia sometimes has her feeling in Russian. It's a rom-com. I would not even think of putting this in Slice of Life really strongly anyways. It might have been in my Slice of Life just for the lack of anything else. Days of My Stepsister definitely deserves it. This should probably have been number 1. This is definitely a lot more heavy on the Slice of Life drama moments. Girls Band Cry, yeah, it technically is, but not strong in my opinion. Grandma Grandpa Turned Young Again. Interesting. I turned young again and made my granddaughter's Doki Doki for me. That's a surprise to see up there. Sounding Funny, I'm number 1. This is my number 1. This is 100% Slice of Life, and it should be higher. Unfortunate. Suma Show, yeah, I could definitely see that one being up there higher as well. Natsume Book of Friend, Layback Camp, Strong Contenders. Banished from the Heroes Party, decided to live a quiet life and country life. Yeah, maybe. Villain's Day Off, didn't finish it really or get very far into it. Supernatural anime of the year. Dandadan, yes. 100%. Number 1, 100%. 100%. 100%. I would like to see Monogatari series up there as well. Kaiju number 8. Yeah, technically. Bleach, I guess technically falls in that realm too, doesn't it? Yeah, I agree. I agree with all these. The top 4. Day Alive, again, I have my struggles there. I still enjoy it and I still watch it, but Round 1/2, interesting. Undead Unluck, I would assume this would be higher, but apparently that's a kind of a shocker. Foolish Angel Dance with the Devil, that's a surprise. Elusive Samurai? Question mark? Supernatural? Question mark? I guess I'm trying to I'm trying to find that in my brain. I'm not finding it. Natsume Book of Friends, that should be higher, but that is what it is. Good stuff there. Good stuff there. Let's see what else. What other categories we have? I think we'll go straight into. I'm not gonna do theme songs. Aspect. Well, let's look at it real quickly. Number 1 for Creepy Nuts. That's not a surprise. That's not a surprise at all. That's not a surprise at all. Ending theme. They got Burning. Which one was that one? The ED for Oshinoko. Interesting. Aspect Awards. Best Adaptation in Screenplay. Frieren, Beyond Dream's End. That's not a shocker for me. It looks like dandadan very, very close. So really good stuff there. Best in Animation. Dandadan. Dandadan beat Frieren. Interesting. I think Anime Corner was Frieren Beyond Dream's End. And again, I kind of acknowledge that both of them are really, really strong. I personally lean more towards Frieren just because dandadan, I felt like there was some rough spots and there was like an overusage of very kind of monochrome coloring and whatnot that I'm not a massive fan of, even though I do get the artistic choice there and I acknowledge it. I do think that Frieren had some really incredible animation pieces. Best in Character Design. Apothecary Diaries? Yeah, I can go with you on that one. I think like all the different concubines, all the different main characters are definitely unique and still very beautiful in their choices of how they design the characters. So I definitely agree with there. Dandadan, I really enjoy the character design as well. Makeine two Mooney Losing Heroines, more my cup of tea. I think their designs are fantastic. Again, Legacy Coil's designer, really great designs for their characters. Best episode in directing storyboards. Stay With My Stepsister, episode 9. It's a really good episode. It's a really good episode. So I gotta agree there. And it is one of those ones where if you go and look at the author likes to do these big, massive write-ups for every episode. And there was even more context there that I thought was absolutely fantastic. And a lot of stuff that I didn't pick up on in the episode was kind of more fleshed out for what they wrote. Really incredible episode. I highly suggest people checking out the series. It's super good. Dandadan with episode 7. That would be the one with the ballerina question mark, because that would be the best episode. Like if this is not the ballerina episode, they're nuts. Whoever wrote on this was nuts if it's not the ballerina episode. I'm assuming that's the episode because that was incredibly good. Height of Magic for frieren. That would be the last where they fought the doppelganger. Super good. Super good. Super good stuff. Oh, Lacan's episode of Apothecary Diaries. Really good as well. Man, these are some good choices. It's kind of one of those difficult categories for me because literally watching, upwards of 40, 50 shows an entire season, and then they have 12 episodes each, and then you're having 4 seasons in a year. It's hard to remember like single episodes, but these are really good choices. There's a lot of good stuff in like Apothecary Diaries. I agree. Danger in My Heart has some incredibly well-directed episodes as well. The list goes on. Jellyfish Can't Swim the Night, that's great as well. Good choices here. The Last Soloist from Sound Euphonium, great. Good choices. Good choices. Best in Original Screenplay, Girls Band Cry. Yeah, I disagree there, but I'm glad to see there's like a nice, commonality between these ones right here, because these are all fantastic ones. I really love Jellyfish Can't Swim the Night. Really love Negative Positive Angler. Train to the End of the World was fantastic. It has its weak points, but some really great episodes within it, so good stuff. The rest of them, I'm fine. I'm fine. Best in Sceneries and Visuals, easily, no doubt. No doubt. It's gonna be frieren. Looks like frieren and dandadan was pretty much fighting with each other in a lot of these lists. But yeah, there's hands down frieren Beyond Journey's End. Some good stuff in Elusive Samurai as well. Obviously, Sound Euphonium with Kyoto Animation. Some great stuff there. Shoshimen right here, like, my gosh, dude. As much as I have, with putting my issues with Shoshimen aside, there is some incredible visuals and sceneries in that show. That show, they put like all the effort into there. Good stuff. Best soundtrack, Dandadan. I won't disagree there. There's some really great music in that one. frieren, fantastic as well. Sound Euphonium is incredible. Apothecary Diaries. Yeah, there's some really great instrumentals and whatnot that really matches the actual show and the theme and everything like that. Really good choices there as well. Voice casting, this is a tough one to really put together, but I do technically agree with these two, and I really love the voice cast. There's a massive cast in frieren, so great job there as well. Oshinoko, again, technically has a really great cast going on in it as well. Character awards, Boy of the Year, goes to the boy Ichikawa. Goes to my boy Ichikawa. 100% Ichikawa, my boy. He just gained it. Love that stuff. Love it. Dandadan with Okuro, that's great as well. Himmel. Man, that's a meme, people. Come on, people. That's a meme. Himmel is great. And the whole drive of the story is Himmel and all the great things that Himmel does. But let's be honest, it's a joke. Himmel is barely in the show. Let's be honest. People memeing on this thing. Come on. Himmel's not that great of a character. And Nukamizu losing to him, that makes me more upset. You all memeing on this whole thing. And Nukamizu right here, which is literally one of the best harem protagonist character. Like, he's better than Rentaro, which I know it's hard for me to say. He's incredible. And I would put him above Rentaro. Nukamizu is a fantastic main character. Like, he is essentially somebody who's able to kind of get in there and do what he needs to do and not overstep his bounds and help people with their problems. He's a really, really good character. So that's a bummer. Y'all memeing and you knocked him down. I would say Nukamizu probably goes. He fights with Ichikawa. Honestly, he fights with Ichikawa. He's a great character. Jinchi. I struggle with that one. Subaru, yeah, especially this season's doing really fantastic. Rias Grey Rat, again, it's the struggles that he has. He's a really fantastic character. Easily goes up there as well for me. But that's, again, kind of a bias of my, my knowledge in the novel series as well. Masachika, yeah, I struggle with him as a main character. He's all right. Ranma is great as well. Stark, he's fantastic. I would put Stark above Himmel. That's the thing. Good stuff there, though. Good stuff. A lot of characters I wouldn't have in there, but that's fine. Best girl, Kana. At least y'all know. I struggle between Kana and Ruby, but that's mainly because Ruby barely gets any screen time. She's finally coming to the forefront, but Kana has been my best girl in Oshinoko for a long time, so I'm happy to see Kana, especially with this season. Kana definitely had some moments. Mao Mao's incredible, and she needs to be up there as well. I love frieren as well. Anna, there's some love for Anna in this whole thing here. Y'all, she's cute. She's super cute, but I think she's probably going to be in season 2. I think she's going to be more in season 2. We haven't even touched her character. She just complains a lot and eats. And yet, Yamada Anna gets overplayed by Anna of this one. What's wrong with y'all? Yamada from Danger by Heart gets outplayed. Y'all, I thought you liked Dangers. What the heck? That's wrong. That's way wrong. Momo Ase, she's so fantastic. She's literally, oh my gosh, I love her so much. Deserve to be up there more too. Akane's great too. Love her in that season. Holo, man, the love for Holo is not really coming forefront. Again, at least Spice and Wolf is in this list. I think for Anime Corner, it wasn't even really anywhere. So at least Holo's getting some attention here. The world's longest running waifu character. Couple of the year, obviously. Who else? Unless you do... I was going to say, unless you do him on frieren. This is totally going to top Crunchyrolls. You know it's going to top Crunchyrolls. Yeah, I do love the two of them. I don't necessarily say that they're a couple yet. I mean, there's the Doki Dokis happening there, but that doesn't stop people from putting them in these lists. I mean, you have literally Saki and Yuta right here, which this one's a super struggle for me. I think the two of them deserve each other, but it's a struggle. Himmel and frieren, again, it's something that never happened, but y'all want to meme it. We'll hopefully in the future we'll get something happens when they get to that promised land. Hopefully something happens. Stark and Fern, they had one dance scene. They had one dance scene and 2 spouts. I'm not ready to ship them quite yet. I mean, I want my boy Stark to be happy, but I don't think Fern's for him. There's a side of me that thinks Fern's not for him. Apothecary Diaries, no, people, no, this isn't happening anytime soon. I don't think this is just not a thing. I think Jinchi likes her, but I don't think Mama likes him. I'm sorry, y'all. You need to stop shipping that. Aqua and Kana, yeah, that's pretty much my ship. If not for my desire for Ruby as well. Lawrence and Holo, this should be up the top. This should be way up here, right underneath Dangers of My Heart. Easily one of the best. Yeah, the good stuff in here, I guess. What? No. y'all just scraping the barrel at this point. Y'all are just scraping the barrel at this point. Moving on. Supporting Boy of the Year, Himmel. As a support, yeah, I'll give that to you. Reinhard should be number 1, though. Reinhard, best boy. Oshinoko, Melt. Yeah. Okay, I don't mind. I'm not gonna get angry about it. Goshun, best boy. Best boy, though. Shoadachi? Really? I mean, I thought you guys get my girl in there. Why would you have Shoadachi on there? It wasn't much. Anyways. Supporting Girl of the Year. Oh, this is okay. That was boys. This is girl. Okay, that would be. She's got to be in here. Yeah, Kana. Well, Kana. Yeah, technically Kana too. Kana was great, sis, in this whole season. I was looking for Moeko when you were mentioning him. I was looking for Moeko, but yeah, definitely Kana Ichikawa needs to be up there. Best sis. Like she is so freaking good. Ubel, interesting. I'll take that one. But yeah, Yuki's easy, hands down. hands down, Yuki. I would think that she'd be listed as a main, though. Is Yuki a supporting character? I thought she'd be a main cast. Question mark? Are we just trying to find reasons to get Yuki in here? I think Yuki is supposed to be a main cast character, not a supporting character. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, that's just like Seiko Ayase. That really technically shouldn't be a supporting character. Ubel's kind of in that area, that category. Gyokyo, yeah, is kind of in that category as well. There's some mix in here, but again, that's that struggle with like main and supporting characters. But I'm not going to complain. Moika, I think, should be more higher. She's more of a role of supporting. Yuki should be in the main roles, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to complain. It's fine. And then finally, we have the top of the year. We're already seeing it right here. We're not going to get around it. Yeah, that's fine. This is all it is. So the anime of the year for anime trending, kicking things off. Let's just go with it. Number 1, Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Hands down. Again, I was struggling between Danger to My Heart and Frieren for my own personal list. I think I went Dangers in the end. I forget. I think I went Dangers in the end because the fact that we're only counting the second core, which is literally perfection from beginning to end, whereas Frieren Beyond Journey's End is technically 2 cores, and the second core it had a couple episodes that were kind of weak, whereas Dangers was perfection. Either way, these 2 right here are incredible and perfect shows in their own right. Like, you put them side by side, they excel in their own ways, and they're both incredible. Looks like that's pretty much a struggle that everybody else had, because we're literally like 0.2 difference here. Like, we're looking at less than 200 of difference in vote here. So this looks like this is a struggle for a lot of people, and I don't blame anybody because they're both incredible. And again, I'm just glad to see somebody is acknowledging Danger My Heart. As much as some other groups are not going to acknowledge Danger My Heart because it's on High Dive, this show is incredible. Please go watch it. It's literally my number 1 favorite romance of all time. It's in my favorite anime of all time, top 10 list. It's just that incredible of a show. It needs to be watched by more people. Dandadan, yeah, it was not up there high on my top 10 of the entire year, but it's definitely in there. Makeine was much higher on my list. Actually, 4 is around the point that it was in mine. So happy to see Makeine up there as number 4 with 7,000, pretty close to the 10,000 that these 2 got. There's a good, healthy spread here. I love seeing this kind of stuff. Again, kind of counter to Crunchyroll and whatnot, where it's probably going to be very top heavy. And again, having that split for the judges, that's going to be very top heavy. It's good to see this kind of spread of people's love for different series. Apothecary Diaries definitely deserves. Absolutely love the series. Girls Band Cry, again, I would not put it anywhere. It's probably in that area of like the top 20s of me for my anime of the year last year. Definitely not this high. ReZero, again, it wasn't my listing for last year because it's still running, but happy to see it up here. I would assume that if this is included, it should be much higher, but it is what it is. Days of My Stepsister, happy to see that number 8. Really, really good to see that number 8. Again, giving it that attention that I think is fantastic. Seventh Loot, again, not anywhere near my top, probably in my 40s. If I was going to top my top list of last year, it's probably my 40s, but it's still good. Still good. Beating oshinoko. That's a surprise. Like, a lot of this stuff beating oshinoko is a super shock for me. And again, I'm perfectly fine with that. This other stuff getting that attention, but that's interesting. Bliss Dungeon, yeah, great. Soul Leveling, wouldn't put that up that high. It's Konosuba, very interesting having that low. Day Live, Musho's took I would not put that low. This is probably up here in the top 4, but it is what it is. Yeah, sometimes I had her feeling election. I adore the series for the most part, but there's like a weak point in it that I wouldn't put that high on my list. But interesting. And yeah, their anime of the year for movies is Spy Family Code White. Good stuff there. Boy and the Heron, surprised to see that beat by Spy Family, but Spy Family's got a very high popularity of people that are watching it. So Rascal, Gridman, Slam Dunk, and Blue Giant. Interesting stuff. But yeah, good stuff. I think the great thing about this, I mean, I didn't see this as much with Anime Corner, but as usual with Anime Trending, they have a lot of like feedback. They're actually contacting the people that worked on this stuff. So it's good to see them kind of responding to a lot of stuff. The producers here talking about Happy to see that Aoty sometimes Hydrophilian in Russian has won. Producers behind ReZero responding, which is great as well. Producers behind frieren responding, cool stuff there. Got the director behind Oshinoko, really fantastic. Even had my boy Ichikawa stepping up and responding to it. Can't believe The Danger of My Heart has been loved by so many people overseas. When I first heard that I had passed the audition, I really was scared, wondering if I could truly be accepted, if I would truly be accepted. But now, knowing that the story has resonated with so many of you this way, I feel like the self-doubt from the day has been rewarded. Thank you so much. One day, I hope to travel across the ocean and share these feelings with all of you in person. Really cool. My boy Ichikawa. The voice of my boy Ichikawa. That's super cool. Yeah, I love to see the directors and storyboard writers for the episode of Days My Stepsister responding as well. Even the author themselves being happy about it, getting awarded. So thanks again to everyone involved in the production for a great job. I think they did, especially with Days My Stepsister. The directing in that show, again, I mentioned before, it feels like it's incredibly slow and quiet and whatnot, but it really does kind of fit you into the scene. Like, you see these dark, empty hallways, gives you a sense of how they're alone and whatnot, and essentially what that sort of produces in their relationship. It's a great series, and I highly suggest people checking out. It's not like what you think is a sitcom type of show. It is a show about two individuals of, young adult age that are having to kind of live together and struggling with their feelings. It's really cool. So anyways, that is Anime Trending's Anime Awards, the 11th Anime Trending Awards for Anime of the Year. Again, there's stuff missing there. I would have things like Mushoku Tensei higher, but really, really good stuff. Again, I'm happy to see a lot of these other award ceremonies, being pulled to the forefront. And again, getting the recognition. That's the stuff that I really want. I love seeing these actual producers and whatnot, seeing the fruits of their labors. There's so many really fantastic series that don't get much attention by groups like Crunchyroll, despite the fact that the producers and whatnot are paying attention to only Crunchyroll. This is showing me that the producers are going, oh, there's other award ceremonies where people pay attention to more things than just Demon Slayer. That's the stuff that I want. I want these writers and these authors, these producers to see, oh, they do like our stuff over there. That's great. Awesome. They're acknowledging the work that I did with that. They're not just going to acknowledge, Ufotable or whatever. So it's good stuff. It definitely encourages me. So fantastic job at the people at Anime Trending. Thank you guys so much for putting this whole award ceremony together. And I hope you guys enjoy my impressions and my thoughts on that whole situation. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, hit the like button down below. If you like this content, you want to support channel more, I have links to subscribe below. Greatly appreciate it. Until next time, y'all take care.